Hey folks, Chris Brannick here for the newsok.com in the Oklahoman in the studio today, joined with Energy FC head coach Jimmy Nielsen. Jimmy, how you doing today?
Very well, thank you.
Good. We got Portland Timbers 2 coming to town Friday night, a 7 p.m. kickoff. If game's at Taft Stadium, of course you can't see it. If you can't be there, you can see it on YouTube Live. So Coach, let's talk about Portland, a team that's just below you on the table in the Western Conference standings, but they have a great striker in Carlton Belmar who can put some balls in the back of the net.
Well, not only him, I think they have a very solid team, and it's a very athletic team, a team with a lot of speed, with a lot of hunger. Their weakness is they probably haven't played together too long, and that's something we got to try to take advantage of too as a group. I think we're coming together as a team now. We all understand how we want to play. We all know our roles on the team, and that's something we hopefully can take advantage of Friday.
When a team has a guy like Portland has Belmar, do you focus on him or do you try to focus on the team as a whole?
No, what I do normally with the team, I give them a few keynotes about the upcoming team. As you know, we always talk about us. It's us. It's how we want to perform. It's how we want to do our stuff. And if we stick to the game plan and we're in a position where we can perform, we're good enough to beat anyone in this league here. I think we've proven that over the last 2 years. But if it's not going well, we're proving we can lose to anyone in this league here as well. It's so tight, it's so close every single game. It's about being on the front foot. You got to be able to battle every single inch on the field. So that's how almost every game is developing.
Now you have a former teammate in Matt Besler with Sporting Kansas City. He's played for the U.S. men's national team, played in the World Cup. His younger brother, Nick Besler, is playing for the Timbers too. So do you know anything about Nick, or do you expect to see him play like his brother?
I know him a little bit. He practiced a few weeks with Sporting Kansas City when I was up there. He came in during the summer and had a few sessions. I know him. He's a very, very solid player. I think he got a bright future in front of him.
You think he'll spend a whole lot of time with T2, or maybe he'll move up into the MLS ranks pretty quickly?
I hope he will perform well like anyone else and move up.
Now, something that we've talked about in the USL, the standings are pretty close together. A victory over Austin last Sunday night moved you up to 4th place in the Western Conference. Is that something that, position-wise, you worry about during the season?
If I'm too far away from the playoffs, I'll probably start worrying, yeah. But, we're not that focused on the standings yet, This year, especially in this phase of the season here, it's about coming together as a team. So we understand exactly what is it we want. And we get to know each other. It's one thing in training, but also get to know each other in stress situation. How is the individual player reacting? So we all get to know each other. And I think we got a pretty good picture of the most of the roster right now, how they react in each situation. And the players get to know each other too, what's their strength and weakness when the pressure is on.
Now, you've got two guys, Danny Koenig and Kyle Gregg, each with 5 goals this season. So what are you going to try to do, or how do you try to approach the game to put the ball on and give them an opportunity to score?
No, we've got to stick to our style of play. If we can play the nice possession soccer, we have a few tools how we want to play out from the back. We know how we want to play direct. We know what we want to do when we want to do high pressure, low pressure, and all that stuff. And Danny Koenig and KG is a part of the defensive work, and they're a big part of the offensively work. And in the end of the day, we've got to get the ball up to them, and it's their job to put it in the back of the net.
All right, thanks for joining us today, Coach. Again, that game Friday night, a 7 p.m. kickoff, and again, it's at Taft Stadium. You can watch it on YouTube if you don't make it to the game. Stay with newsok.com throughout the weekend for all the coverage.
I will.